Hey everybody, DLK's already in the house. What's going on, buddy? Hope everybody's having a good weekend. We've been getting tons of rain. Still haven't been able to make any bales of our own yet, but we've been trying. I appreciate all of y'all stopping in and chatting and hanging out with us each and every Sunday night. Hey, Mr. Monty. Hey, Mr. Steve. How's everybody doing? Hey, Road Services. How you doing? Make sure y'all guys, if you would, hit the thumbs up for us on your way in. Had a good weekend so far, Mr. Steve. Hey, Miss Becky. How you doing? I have got one of them tinted. The back one right there. My wife tinted it for me the other night. She was trying to see if she could do it, and I think she's gonna be able to do them for me. Yeah, she sure did. She did a lot better job than I was able to do. The one that I tried was all messed up. Maybe she'll get a chance to try to do the other ones for me. I think she might stopping by yours. That's what I told her. I said, if you're able to tint them windows, a lot of people are going to want you to tint their windows. Hey, Gordon, what's going on, buddy? Tim Krager. Rick Bork's in the house. That's right. She can do anything, buddy. Oh, you're not going to pay mileage? Hey, Mr. Tony Walsh, how you doing, buddy? No, I ain't got none of my hay done. Our hay is still laying on the ground, been wet about 746 times. And it's pretty much trash what's on the ground, to be totally honest. We got like 9 inches of rain this past week. I think it was Wednesday. It rained on it Tuesday. Wednesday morning we tethered it, fluffed it, whatever you want to call it. We had it had it ready to go, had it down to 16% moisture and was getting ready to bale it. And as soon as I carried the tractor and the baler across the road into the hayfield, it started pouring rain. And it's rained just about probably 3-4 times since then. Just need to mark it. We ain't gonna market it at all. We're gonna trash it. Fat horse hay. Hope to bale some tomorrow. Smash the thumbs up, Mr. Steve says. Thank you, buddy. Hey, Patch of Heaven, what's going on, buddy? Hey, Murphy's Law. Just as quick as we get the next couple days in a row, we're going to lay some more down and try it again. Yeah, I saw you baling earlier, Rick. Don't know exactly what the plan's going to be for the one that's on the ground. We haven't thought that far. And plus we got to wait for the fields to dry up enough that we can get in it without rutting the fields all up. They calling for 5 inches, Gordon, for y'all. Hey, Mark. We should be able to get into the field that I call the Mr. Steve field pretty quick, because that field's pretty sandy. Working on replacing a manifold on the Farmall 400. Yeah, I think that'll be the first field to get dry enough for us to be able to actually get in. Because it's only got maybe one small bottom area to it. Most of our other fields have several bottoms where the water goes to the low area. The corn's looking good around here. A bunch of it's already got ears and silks and looking good, probably 6 foot plus high. There's the Teesprings link if anybody's wanting anything. Took the sea out Thursday and cultivated some corn. I was really excited to get the run the beller with the 5140. We actually raked with the 574 and I recorded it to make a video of us using the 574 still, but of course that footage is gone. It went to Never Never, wherever that's at. And it waited until I took the GoPro footage to my phone before it all went away, so it took care of all of the footage. I was thinking for a while that it might be trying to save it to the cloud or whatever that's called. But it's not on there because the cloud says it's full. So if it's been full forever, I don't know how I can do that to it. Made 2 videos today. Hey Braxton, what's going on? I appreciate you dropping in and hanging out and chatting with us a little bit. If any of y'all were new coming in, we do try to do the live every Sunday night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time during the summer, and during the winter time we'll normally take it back to about 7:30. You're supposed to be doing schoolwork. Well, make sure you get your schoolwork done, buddy, because that's very important. Yeah, the schoolwork comes first. There's more important things. It'll probably seem that way to you right now, but several years down the road from now, you probably won't feel that way. Hey, Rowdy. You doing all right tonight, buddy? Like what, Braxton? Rick Bork, $5. Rainy day beers. Thank you, buddy. Did everybody a lot of bush? Nice backdrop. Thank you, Rowdy. We was too busy to get the banner and all moved around and hung up. I'm trying to scoot so my head blocks that night light in the background. Was doing a lot of tinkering and didn't get the banner moved over today. How long did you have the tractor and baler? That tractor we just got a couple months ago. I've had that baler for 4 or 5 years. At Nathan. The head can block anything, that's right. I could just let the light shine in your eyes and blind you, Rowdy. Yeah, man, I was super excited to get to try it out. I'm excited to hook the other New Holland that we got that we're trying to sell. I'm kind of excited to try it out too. See how it does, because it's an auto wrap or auto tie, whatever it's called. I think it says auto wrap, but it don't seem like it will say wrap if it's twine. I think the weather here, let me try to pull the weather up on my other phone, and I'll tell you what my next week's weather forecast is. It wasn't looking good last time I looked. Becky got a new car, and it's the best color. I like that paid for smell. Let's go to the daily. Alright, tomorrow is Ed Gosling. I'm getting a notification on my other phone, something about a bull calf. I wasn't able to read it all. Been cold there in the mornings, low in the mid-30s. Yeah, that would shut our coastal back down. It's 80% chance of rain today, 70% Monday, 60% Tuesday, 50% Wednesday, 30% Thursday, and 20% Friday. Then it goes to 0% Saturday, Sunday, next Monday and Tuesday. So it's looking like, with them numbers, like we're gonna get a lot of hay made. Bale your hay for bedding. We don't use no bedding here. If I had a source for somebody that wanted it, I would bale it for that. Alright, Nathan Lee is at. Alright, Nathan Lee, what are you asking me, buddy? I tried to answer you a while ago. How long did you have the tractor and baler? The tractor, 3 months. The baler, 5 years. Oh, I thought I answered that earlier. I might be reading the question wrong. Hey, SC Young Farmer. Appreciate you stopping in. Ed got a new to him tractor. Yeah, that's a good deal all the way around. Yeah, I'm thinking we probably could get in the field towards the end of this coming week, maybe. It's a good thing my head can block the sun. There ain't no sun to block here, Ed. Not the past week. That's a night light. We haven't been fortunate enough to see much sun lately. Let me cut this phone off. I was looking at the radar. There's rain all around right now. I think we got close to like 9 inches this past week. Mr. Ed's holding out on the thumbs up for a while. Okay. There's one of the koozies that AK Wayne sent us from Alaska. Picked us up a little small cooler so we could put it behind the seat in the tractor to try to have stuff with us, because I don't think we're going to be able to haul that tractor to every field like I had been doing with the 574. And when I was hauling the 574, I just kept a big cooler in the back of my truck where I'd have bottles of water and stuff during the day. So now I think we're going to drive that tractor more, so we won't have a truck there to have a cooler. Hey, Dustin's Farmall, how you doing, buddy? So we picked us up a little small cooler. The locks that we made to hold the loader up while we unplug the remotes on the back to use the baler and the cutter and whatever we're doing, the locks is working out great. They're easy, pretty easy to line up. Don't bounce or clang around too bad, so that's pretty good. Just mount the Igloo water cooler on the tractor. Yeah, but I'll probably carry a sandwich or some nabs or something with me. I could just throw them. Well, my sandwich, I probably wouldn't trust throwing it behind the seat. A lot of times in the summer, to be honest, I don't like to eat during the day. That might change if we in the cab with the air conditioner, but normally being out on the open station tractor, I didn't care to stop to eat nothing and be right back out in the sun and stuff all day. But it might change now that we in the cab. It's a lot more comfortable in there. Yeah, cool. If it gets to where we need somebody, Nathan, I'll sure put you to work, buddy. Rick needs a beer fridge in his tractor. Got a Carhartt one. Hey, Mr. Ricky Locklear, how you doing, buddy? Did y'all do any racing the weekend? We didn't go to any racing this weekend. No, you was working. That is my biggest tractor, Nathan, the 5140. We have lots of other bigger tractors on here that we do videos of, but that's of my buddies, and when they let us follow them and we're able to make videos and help them out. The best tractor is the 574. Yeah, it's still my favorite. When I was raking that hay, when I was getting ready to rake that hay Wednesday, I said I'll use the 574. So I went ahead and put the canopy and stuff back on it. I took the canopy off during the winter. Put the canopy back on it so it'll be ready when Mr. Steve gets here. The way it looks, he's going to have to hurry up and come if we're going to make any hay. SC Young, yes, I would. If I can find another one like I found that one, I definitely would. Well, I appreciate you coming in, Mr. Ricky. Have a good week, buddy. You got a Farmall? Nathan, what kind of Farmall you got? Hey, BTO wannabe. If y'all just coming in, make sure you hit the thumbs up for us and share it out. Steve's gonna be in the cab tractor. Yeah, I might put him in there because I don't want him to tear my 574 up. Thank you, BTO. Mess up the fields. You're looking at two 200 plus tractors, horsepower. Good deal. Let me see if I can stop this phone from turning. Hey, Rick Perry from Syracuse, New York. I'm glad you made it in. We're doing good here. Hoping that the rain will slacken up and give us 4 or 5 days in a row so we can try to actually make some hay. The good thing is the grounds, we're nowhere next to being worried about a drought. Currently you're hauling 8,500 gallons of milk. I like to drink milk. Is the truck garden tractor is a farm haul. I've got an A that we used to use a good bit with Ted and hay with a two basket tedder. And we raked with it a lot with a roller bar or a sidewinder. He was raised on a 100 cow dairy. And always drank milk from the tank. Missed a tropical depression rain this week. Yeah, we've got water standing in some of our fields right now. Not in the whole fields, but there's low areas and drink as much milk as beer. What a big cow. Yeah, 8,500 gallons, that would be a big cow. Do you pick up the milk from farms and carry it to like the processing facility? Come pouring Friday, yeah. From 4 farms. Did you see any of the farms having to dump milk out like I was seeing on Facebook? I don't know where I was seeing them dumping it at, but I knew here a while back I was seeing that several people was having to dump some. Now you're delivering it. So y'all did have a farm that had to dump, yeah. I hate to see anything go to waste. I mean, the way I see and think about anything going to waste, I know that there's somebody somewhere that could definitely use it. I mean, not only milk, food, I mean, even equipment or like an old vehicle that, there's somebody that don't have a vehicle or anything, and would love to have pretty much anything you think of, like wasting. Home since May. Well, that's good. Maybe things is starting to level back out and things will pick back up and everything will get back going. I normally like to get 3 or 4. On a great year, we have cut some places 5. And then again, if it turns out real dry here, we've only gotten 2. Or 1.5, one in a piece of a second cutting. It all depends on the weather. Like right now, I'm definitely behind. I normally would have my hay cut across it all by now. And already have nitrogen put back out for the second cutting. The driest you've ever seen. Mark, you trying to get 4. Rick, we in South Carolina. About an hour from Myrtle Beach. I did look a little bit the other night. I went by Mac Farms today. You talking about Mac Farms like Mac's Pride Pizzas and stuff like that? That's about 35 minutes from me, if that's what you're talking about. Hey, Brett Farms. Appreciate you stopping in, buddy. Hoping for 2. The hay we cut, the video, I dropped the video Tuesday. I cut that, is it Tuesday or Thursday? I can't remember. I cut that hay Saturday. And it cut actually pretty good. Hey, my slice of heaven. How you doing, Joey? Just listening. Good deal, buddy. You on the road driving, Mr. Tony? Hey, Chrism, how you doing? Hope all y'all that's just coming in's had a good weekend, and I appreciate y'all dropping in and chatting with us or listening and hanging out. And make sure y'all hit the thumbs up for us. Smash that thumbs up. And I did start looking a little bit, I think Wednesday night, trying to look at a few dates and stuff, trying to come up with something well. I was reading Chrism's comment there, is doing well. Trying to look at a few dates and come up with some dates for the meetup when we reschedule it. I think Becky and Mr. Ed's coming. I think they confirmed it, that they're going to be here at whatever date we schedule it at. I think that's what I seen on their Instagram or Twitter or something like that. Oh, okay, the Mac farm, I got you. He's in Nova Scotia, I believe. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Mac Farm's in Nova Scotia. Y'all, he has got to have one of the most beautiful backdrop farms that I've seen. You look one direction and you see mountains, and you look the other direction and you're looking over the ocean. If any of y'all watch him, what did y'all think about that planting the corn under the plastic? I've never heard of that until this week or last week, whenever he dropped that video. I think it's real interesting to see how people do it so different. You know, the way things have to be done different and depending on your region where you at. But have any of y'all ever seen them people planting corn under plastic? I've got to shave, y'all. My beard is bushy. I didn't turn my comments on the right thing. I just seen somebody say a name. I don't make sure I didn't miss nobody. If I do miss your comment or something when you comment, I'm sorry, and I'll be trying my best to pay attention. You seen sweet corn under plastic? Yeah, I've seen people put plastic down or cloth or stuff down to control weeds. I think they do it for the plant, like a greenhouse effect is what I'm thinking. Appreciate you coming in, Nathan. Have a good week, buddy. Yeah, I think they do it like for the greenhouse effect to help give it a head start. Going. A lot of cows if it goes south. Maybe it won't. I hope the market and everything turns around. I mean, because I would love to load back up on cows. I would like to add right back to the herd. But the way we can't get no hay made, it don't look like we made a good decision to change our plans over to selling hay, does it? They're around $55 a bale here in my area for a round bale. That's a 4 by 5.5. We could probably push them to the 4 by 6 now with the new tractor. I'm sure it would push them on up. And I'll probably definitely do that for the bales that I'm going to keep for feeding my cows. Just make less for me to have to handle. How long will they last? For about 10 cows. Trying to think if I had a pen with around 10 head in it. Yours did 4 by 6 without even struggling. 67 for a 4 by 4 there. We put, I think with the smallest pen that we had cows in, I think we had 6 cows and 5 or 6 calves in there. I think they would eat probably during the winter, probably, I don't know, 3 bales a week, 2.5 bales a week. We put 2 in each paddock at a time. Need to sell hay where Murphy's at, yeah. I've heard that from a lot of people, that a lot of people like the 4x4s because I reckon because of the handling them. Them 4x6s that y'all saw the video Tuesday of me baling with my buddy's equipment for him, helping him out. Them bales are heavy. That international baler is packing them, buddy. That's the same baler that I used, I think 2 years ago when I broke the PTO on my tractor, the output shaft. I used his to bale like 3 acres and finish up because a hurricane was coming, and that sucker broke my spear. When we speared them with the 574 to pick them up, you had to put weight on the front. If you seen that video Tuesday, you saw me punching that bale. Them babies is tight. Yep. The video I dropped Thursday, SC Farmer. I dropped the video, I think it was Thursday, either Tuesday or Thursday, one putting it back together. $67 Australians, like 50 here, okay. I know there's a lot of weight difference, Mr. Ed, from my 5-foot bales to his 6-foot bales. Seen part of it. What did Mr. Steve say? 700 pounds, $60. And almost everybody does them 5.5 foot here, if they selling hay normally. There's not many people that I see that run a true 6-foot bale like Gerraldfarms does. A lot of people call them 6-foot bales, but when you walk beside it and walk beside of his, you see the difference. I tell you what, it is critical when you make a 6-foot bale, that thing has to be equal left or right. The bale has to be flat. If not, they'll fall over. Yeah, they were. The Gerraldfarms, they are super nice family farm and good people all the way around. Running his baler with that net wrap makes me want a net wrap now. Hey Chris Hope, how you doing? Appreciate you dropping in. Cause man, that thing saves a lot of time when it comes to tying a bale compared to mine, but no more than we do. We got to crawl before we walk. And another reason why we always done them about 5.5, because we never had a loader. And when I was loading hay in people's pickup truck for them to haul it, I had to load it in with a 3-point spear on the back with the hydraulic cylinder. And it had to fit in their bed, and a 6-foot bale would be hard to put in a bed sideways like that. Hey Palmetto Moon, how you doing? I'm glad you stopped in with us. Make sure y'all hit the thumbs up for us if you would. Are y'all getting a lot of rain where y'all at, Palmetto? Just as quick as I can get back on to looking at the campground or wherever I want to do the thank you. Yeah, the community's growing. It's an awesome community on here. As soon as I can get a couple more hours, maybe one night this week, to try to find a date. Also a decent day to find. I need to check to see if there's going to be other camping spots available for those of y'all that want to camp. And I've got to go back and try to work with the hotel and places again to see if I can get them to offer up a discount like they did last time for us. Appreciate you coming in, Joey. Have a good week, buddy. Yeah, I want to try to get the discounts back offered for y'all if they will. Yeah, I seen some ears on the corner around here also. The brackets we made to hold the loader is working real good. It don't bounce and rattle and make a bunch of noise. That was a pretty easy modification. Real inexpensive compared to buying the valves and stuff to go on it. So if anybody has a leaky loader or have to unplug their lines, that will be a decent option for you. Yeah, it'll work out. Pretty dry. No, well, it's not dry here where we at. I think like up to Wednesday or Thursday, I looked earlier on the live at my weather app on my other phone. Like 70, 60%, and then it drops to 40, and I think maybe towards the end of the week it goes down, or the next weekend it goes down to no percent, but that's so far off. Maybe some of that other high percentage will diminish and between now and then. Set screw got lost. I do want to try that new Holland baler that we got to sell. I'm kind of interested to see how it'll do with the auto tie. Then I'd feel better about selling something if I know how it works. I'm pretty certain it does. I mean, the people we got it from, they're honest, straightforward people and don't feel like they would tell you something wrong on purpose. Dual string, it feeds 2 strings at the same time. It's still slow compared to the net wrapping balers though. I think I read somewhere a year or 2 back that you can get a kit for the 8455 like mine for net wrap. But I never seen it back then when I was looking up that. Yep, I've got to work on that stang tomorrow. The water pump went out. That stang will be right here in the shop where I'm sitting at tomorrow. Yours feeds 1 string, Mark. I haven't pulled the baler with that tractor yet, SC. Yeah, I haven't pulled it yet. I know if I had to guess with the 574, I think I've baled at like 7 mile an hour. Which I couldn't go no faster with a decent windrow with it because it would overload the tractor. I know that baler's older, but it'll eat. I'm ready to put it in some good windrows and find out. Yours has a water leak interior. Interior on the motor or interior in the car, Palmetto? Approaching the finance committee. No, my wife ain't gonna approve nothing else right now. Nothing. I just bought that tractor this year. For 3 minutes. I was really concerned about putting the net wrap in the other day on that video. Hey, WTF Mike, what's going on, buddy? I'm glad you dropped in. Because I never done it. But I called him on the phone in that video. You can see it. I was going to delete that because I normally... And it made the video longer than I normally do them. It's probably a drain, Palmetto Moon. I don't know 100%, but normally there's a drain under your cowl, like where your wipers and stuff's at. And the Mustangs is bad about collecting pine straw or leaf litter or something like that'll get in there. And then that drain won't let it drain if it's when it's raining. Yeah, that's possible for next year. Steve said put a drain hole in the floorboard. Just got in, relaxing a bit. Coming from. I wonder how it could be getting behind the dash. And it only does it when it's raining. Have you had the windshield changed in the car lately? I mean, I'm just trying to troubleshoot it like I would mine. There's a bunch of stuff has to pass through the firewall. Like your water hoses for your heater, your air conditioning lines, your wiring harnesses and all has to go through. It's a hold it forward dent plug. Rick done dropped another $5 bomb. More bush fun. Well, let me get one being you talking about them. Hey, Rocky Run Angus, how you doing, buddy? Give me 1 second. Let me grab another one being Rick's buying them. I feel bad not getting another one being Rick bought it. If I could see where that hole's at, I could probably help tell you how to put a temporary fix on that thing. Just don't put a lot of that foam, because you don't want that foam to go up in that dash and get in there and stop a blend door or something like that from moving. You just want just enough to seal the hole, because it could get in there and create a problem. Yeah, that foam expands when it hits the moisture in the air. Depends on what kind you get. They got some that'll just double its size, and some of it'll grow from a 1/2 inch bead to like a 4-inch bead. I'll try to research where that hole's at, but I don't know how in the world I would get, how I could respond to you to tell you what I find. Because like I said, I'm going to be under the hood of hers tomorrow, changing her water pump. I sure do appreciate that, Rick, bud. You don't have to do that, but I sure do appreciate it. And every penny helps, buddy. What you got going on, Rocky Run? We're working on a have to take out the whole dash assembly. Passenger side. Yeah, what I will be looking for is a way to patch that thing from the outside under the hood, so you didn't have to pull that dash out. Spraying, spraying, and more spraying when the wind don't blow. Working on beer number 2. Them things is so low to the ground, them Mustangs. Trying to work on them and do stuff under them. It's good working under the hood because it's low, you can reach in there easy. But man, trying to work under it is so tight. Well, like I said, I'll definitely look tomorrow because I'm going to be all under the hood of hers. And if I see something, yeah, I've got a low profile jack from when I used to race. That's what I use on hers. It's hard to even get it on jack stands. We had some trouble with her exhaust system here a couple months back. And we was trying to get it up, to get under it to work on it. It was tough. I got mine. Mine's a Michelin jack. I want to think I got it at a Sam's Club. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it was a Sam's Club. And that's been 15 plus years ago. And man, we jack everything up with it. Tractors, whatever we need to. Bought yours at Harbor Freight. That's right, they do have them. I've seen them there. Palmetto, if you'll send me something on Facebook to Gerald Farms, so that way I'll know who you are on there. I could, if I see some way I think it'll be an easy way to patch a hole under there, I could try to send you a message or something on there tomorrow. That's the only way I know how to try something. I appreciate you coming in, Murphy's Law. Have a good week, buddy. We're only going to be on here a few more minutes. Yeah, there's my email address, too. If you want to send me an email, Mr. Steve put it in there. Yeah, it's what my daughter wanted, and now my wife wants one. So I reckon I'm going to have two of them to work on here shortly. Okay, I didn't do Facebook either until I started YouTube, and I tried to do it so it could link everything together and use one to drive people to the other one. Yep, if you're real old school, there's the snail mail. That there take us a while to pass information back about a leak on a car. Yeah, that's what I wanted my daughter to get. I wanted her to get a truck. My son's got a truck, if you call it a truck now. It used to be a truck. And then we got him that Honda Accord to drive back and forth to college. And now that, since he's been out of school for with everything going on, I've been driving it a bunch. Yeah. I told my wife if she gets one, she ought to at least get like a Shelby or like a GT 500 or something. Don't get a small one. Yep, we on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all of it. All of them's under the same name, Gerald Farms. No, this is a GT. Get a rouse. There you go. Well, guys and gals, it's been an hour. Hard to believe. I reckon I'm going to pull the plug on it, and I sure do appreciate each and every one of y'all supporting us here at Gerald Farms, and I really look forward to each and every Sunday night to get to hang out and chat and catch up on everything, and I look forward to seeing each and every one of y'all next Sunday night. Don't forget, we drop videos on Tuesdays and Thursdays around 8 o'clock. Y'all all take care, have a good week, and we'll see you on the next one.